Good evening, good day, good morning. You're in Australia. Thank you for tuning in this lovely Friday night. It is January 15th, 2021. Just normally I don't eat the things, but we might talk about something interesting. So I'm just going to take some tea. This is probably one of the best cups of tea I've had in a while. And hello, Deb. Mm. So it's my heart chakra, even though I need to repaint the words over there. So, anyways, how's everyone doing this evening? Mm, in the middle of the night if you're in the UK. But is everybody doing well? So a lot of good reviews um, from if you didn't get a chance to watch Real Raven Radio. Hi, Carolyn and Fred. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Commonsensical. Hi, everyone. So if you didn't get a chance, which I'm sure you guys all did, uh, because you're good little ravenettes, it was just 111. You watched the video that I did today called Family Portraits. I missed a lot of things in there, but it was really just a quick and dirty overview of my thoughts. I'm putting some orange paint on my little palette so I can add more color to my stuff. So everybody's fabulous. Yay. Okay, thank you very much. So I hope that helped some people because it was very. I'm just looking for some brushes. I'm gonna have a hot flash because I get embarrassed sometimes. Actually, it's like a cup of tea as if I get embarrassed. As if. Yeah, reminds me of one of my friend's jokes. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Anita in the Redwoods. Um, oh, love the charts. Okay, good. I like doing charts. Helps clear my mind. Seriously. But I've got a wrecked canvas here, and it's got a little ding in it, and it's missing a chunk. I think it was $3 from the dollar store. And then something popped in my bag against it, and or maybe it's another canvas, but I don't care. I'm still gonna use it. So, but I wanted to show you how far I've come with this one, and yeah, no, today was a big day. Just had someone surprised. Tam is the man. Okay. Oh, by the way, that's what I was gonna do. Okay, we're gonna play a fun game, you guys. Okay, for everybody's watching, there's 19 of you, 17, whatever. How many countries stepped down today or in this last week? And go. I'll give the first one, Germany, because it's easy, and I'll make a little chart during this video too. I'm gonna put some white, and dollar store white works pretty good. 13. 13, was it? Can you guys give me all 13 countries? And I'll make a chart right here in the middle of this painting program. Inconspicuously. Okay, so oh, did Russia? I didn't know that, Carolyn. Okay, I'll tell you the ones that I know. I'll get my phone out. Okay, so there's that one. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't think Russia did. Okay, so let me just go to one of my Spice Girls. Or the Spice Girls group. Okay, possible resignation of Dutch. So that might be possible. I'm just going to put that on there. Possible UK with that macaroni head from Germany stepping down. I'm just going to color macaroni head. Estonia. Government, Kuwait. Okay. I don't know if it's yeah, anyways. So, oh yeah, that's the okay. So these are the ones that I think already did. These ones here. I just started. Don't worry about it. I'm not really chatting about anything important. We're playing a game. So 6, is it 6? 5? I don't know. So I think this is the shit's gonna get good now. Wouldn't it be funny if it was 17? Not kidding. What's the game? Oh, how many country? Oh yeah, it is a pajama party. And I fixed my onesie so my butt crack's not hanging out. You're welcome. In case I have to get up for some reason. It is actually a properly working butt flap, just in case you know. Wanted to know. And I think on the back, I think there's a picture of a moose, and I think it says Happy Trails. You're welcome. You're welcome for that. Sassy Spice and I went for a friggin' long walk today. Well, I did. I walked a long time. She walked all the way back. But I did something in Calgary. I'm going to show you pictures. I don't know what I was thinking. My ass is so sore today. Did I get, well, I get lots of walking in. Oh, yes, I did. It wasn't a pre-planned walk or anything. I was out walking, and then I got a text. Hey, are you out walking? And I'm like, I sure am, and I was just gonna text you. And so I'll show you where I walked. Where are those nasty pictures? Okay. Okay, I'll zoom out. Now, it doesn't look like this is much of a hill, okay? But these stairs, there's a person right here. Well, here, I'll zoom in. That's on probably about level, I think there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, probably about 15 levels. Oh, yeah, those stairs. I've never done them in one day, and I'm like, I have like really shitty knees and hips, okay? I played a lot of sports in my day. And some older and broken shit that maybe I should have maybe relaxed a little. And I used to be a long distance runner way back like 30 years ago, but my lung capacity is shit E. You wanna know how shitty? I was like, I'm gonna smoke 2 joints before I go up these. And so my sassy texts me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just about to cross over Memorial Drive, and I'm gonna smoke another joint before I even get up. So I was at the bottom of the stairs finishing my joint, and I'm pretty sure everybody was just like, "What is she doing?" And I'm like, "Shit." And I was like, I was doing okay, but here's an interesting thing. I wanted to take a picture halfway up to see. I forgot to take the picture, but I did catch my breath for maybe about 2 minutes. And I lifted up my tube to get some sun on my pineal gland. And I closed my eyes while I was just doing some deep breaths, and my heart's just like, I'm like, well, if I drop, there's lots of people around here doing stairs. And it was right by a trail, but I closed my third eye or closed my eyes, and in my third eye, my third eye was so much more. The only way I could describe it is like this pink. It's usually like a really dark purple with some iridescent around it. But today it was like fuchsia and then purple and then iridescent in the middle. And I could see stuff. I won't say what, but 'cause it's personal. And then all this other stuff glowing around. It was like so amazing. And it was only a very, maybe not even a minute that I had my eyes closed like that. And I was just like, wow, I'm going to sitting at the top. Like it's called McBluff Hub. I don't know what it is. What is it? Anyways, McHuff Bluff or something. McHuff Bluff. Yeah, who knows? Anyways, I didn't die, but I made it up to the top. The interesting thing was the third eye thing in the middle. I was like, oh, thank goodness Sassy Spice took a little bit longer to get there because I was like, and these people do like at 8. How many times has anybody ever done them? One puff and Sassy Spice was wrecked. Oh, yes. We aren't going to mention that. Sassy Spice had her first Raven hit. And if you're ever hanging out with me and you want to try a hoot, I always offer anyways. And Sassy and I've been out walking enough. I'm like, she knows to ask. So she did today. She's like, do you get hungry? we had yeah. Uh yeah, it's all yeah, McHugh Bluff. Oh yeah, that's what it is. 11 flights and 167 steps. Thank you. Holy shit, I lived. I lived 167 steps. I've never walked up the Calgary Tower, but I've been up the Calgary Tower. But I am terrified of heights. That's one of the reasons I will not go up there on a regular basis, even when I think that's gonna go away when we get our wings. So yeah. I turn into yeah, exactly. I'm a couch potato now. I had a really good nap, but I will tell you, I've got to get my other white actually because white is a bit for what I want. But yeah, uh, Sassy Spice knows specs. Oh shit balls. Ooh, I'm glad I had. If you saw what just happened, it was really funny. Not so funny, but funny. I'm glad I have emergency equipment right here. Red alert, red alert. We have some paint that came farting out of the. It's almost to the last of it, so it comes in big blobs. Because I had it upside down and then I didn't think there was that much paint in there. There was, and it could have been catastrophic. 167 stairs. So, Sassy Spice, give me some specs on how far do you think we walked today? Do you have a pedometer? I walked pretty far today. I can always tell my butt cheeks are like, or what strain? Oh, what strain am I smoking? Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure tonight. I did actually ask Sassy Spice. They're called Five Founders, and I had 4 joints during my walk and came home and ate dinner at 4 o'clock like a normal good old person. And that's what we do is we hunker down. And then I had a relaxing, nice hot bath. I thought I just got paint on my freaking comforter again. And yeah, I had a nap. Oh, you can almost see a little Keebler. This is my happy tree here. I'm gonna just work on it a little bit more tonight because you have to put sometimes more white blobs on it. So that's what I did. I went to open it up and it was 14. Yay. So how are your legs there, Sassy Spice? You're probably used to walking all the time. 5 miles, you think? 5 miles? Okay. If you need a huge laugh, just give me a puff. Oh, really? Are you one of those? Okay, so in my group of friends, I have one Puff McFluffs, which is Sassy Spice, and um uh no, I don't think she's in that category anymore. But you kind of graduate after you have enough. And then yes, very tree full of orbs. And then there's I don't know if there's anybody in the two, but Amelia's definitely three hoots, and that's it. Yeah, yeah. So, and we call it doing a Marilyn, and in case you didn't know. And I had a friend named Marilyn in Manitoba. Hi, Marilyn, if you're watching. And it's just the most awesome thing. We're at this, I don't know, I think it was a Harvest Sun festival. And she didn't really smoke anything ever. And then she took a puff and she's a couple puffs and she sat there in the field for 2 hours. I was like, holy shit, dude, that's a long time. Like, just everything's so beautiful. Yeah, that was one of the first times that actually that it was experienced. It was pretty funny. But oh, thank you, Ronnie. Yeah. Yeah, you're about the same, Sassy Spice, where you just like I just thought it was cute when you're like, oh, good thing I brought some blueberries, raspberries. That's what I had when I got home. I had some more blueberries here. I was like, baller, yum yum. Normally I don't get munchies, but the kind of weed that I bought today was just I call it my walking weed because it's really relaxing. Indica Five Founders is just a different taste than normally. Like today, I normally have Jack Herrera or as an indica, and then I have Blue Dream as a sativa, and I mostly smoke sativas. But I'm gonna try and get my friend Taylor on here from YSS, my weed store, so he can educate some people about smoking weed. So, or ingesting weed, or what have you. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, Andrea and I, yes, we know Andrea. Andrea and I is like, just, I'll have my own, and then, yeah, we both roll our own and we all smoke our own. When you're diehards, like her and I, oh, yeah, we just bring our own. It's like, you got yours? Yeah, okay, good. And you just sit there. There's, you had good bingo weed. That's what it was the last time you visited. We'll have to get together soon. You'll have to come on the show for sure. It'll be fun. And Sassy Spice, you'll have to come on the show too. Maybe I should have you two on as contrast to each other, and we'll do that funny skit we were talking about, Andrea. I think it would be fun. So uh yeah. You're so funny, Andrea. It just cracks me up. Yeah, we went down by the river. I always go smoking with my friends down by the river. I've done that for years. It doesn't matter if I was living up in the suburbs. I'm like, yeah, I'll meet you down by the park. I've been love coming down to the river all the time in the city. Now, it's not like I don't love orange, but I don't have my favorite orange here. And it's kind of makes me sad. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love the bud too. You, Ronnie, too. I could have eaten a big bag of chips. It was crazy. Oh yeah, okay. So I think what we smoked today was about an 18%. So you should roll in around 10 for beginners, for baby steps. So otherwise you're just gonna be like, what can I eat? Especially indica gives me the munchies. So, but ironically enough, years ago when I was renovating a house in Brooks, this is probably 2000 and I don't know, 2007 or something. No, 2005. Um, I smoked a lot of sativa there. And because my body went through hell, I was hard. These people trashed my house so bad, $40,000 of damage and 6 months of home repairs. Like there wasn't one wall, one place in the ceiling that wasn't like the whole entire place, inside and outside, had to be redone. The whole thing. So mm, that's about normal, about 3 hours. It's usually about 2 hours to start feeling normal. But yeah, so these people trashed my house. And so I packed my kid up from Calgary and I'm like, we're homeschooling ya. And I lived out there and I renovated this place. And my ex-husband came and put some really nice laminate floors in, and he put them on a diagonal. If you've never seen diagonal laminate floors or hardwood floors, it's amazing. So it makes such a big difference, and it just takes a little bit more work. But one, two, anyway. So yeah, I smoked a lot of sativa, and because I was working so hard, I think I lost in about, I don't know, probably 4 months. I probably lost about 30, 40 pounds. Or like, you smoke so much weed, how are you losing weight? And I'm like, I don't get hungry. I just want to smoke and have a tea. And I'm fine. So, hmm yeah. Some people are just really normally I smoke, yeah. Ronnie, you're about 30%. Yeah, that's for me too. I bought these I like buying weed that's about 25% is my favorite. Um One of my favorite strains though is kind of hard to find, and it's cotton candy. And it's the most creative weed I have ever smoked. Oh, jokes on there. Sorry about that. You want to hear something funny? So my little fish the other day, I text my son. I'm like, oh, one eye's about to croak again. It's laying on the bottom of the tank, and he's like, oof. And then if I like move this over, it's like doing dolphin tricks in there for the last 2 days since they jacked the human. It was never mind. I take it back. Yeah. So anyhow, weed has helped me tremendously, and not only sleep but put up with my three boys without wanting to strangle them on some events. Plus, when your teenage boys bring home a bag of weed and you bust them, it's cheap for that whole week. Yeah, sorry guys. You lose. Thanks. Don't have to go for a drive now. Yes, I've done that as a parent. My oldest son's so disgruntled. He told me, like, do you know what made me mad? This is my oldest son. This is his bone to pick with his mother. Okay, this is his very angry. I'm very angry at you. Remember when I was 11 and you brought me a scratch and win and I won $50 and you took it? I'm like, probably needed it for groceries. Yeah, I'm like, do you want the $50, dude? Do you want me to go buy you another lottery ticket? I'm trying to tell you that the world's about to be free. All you're disgruntled about is a stupid $50 lottery ticket. I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah, that's me, what kind of mother I am. I'm yeah, kids. I know we can't sell them. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I only joked about that my whole life. I used to say to my youngest kid when he was like such a turd, I'm like, if you don't knock it off, I'm gonna sell you to the gypsies. I literally would say that. And one day we're in Blockbuster and there are some hippies. Might have looked like Cat and Cash, not gonna lie. I love them. They would laugh if I said that. And if you're listening, haha. Anyways, he walks up to them and they're like, are you the gypsies my mom wants to sell me? You should have seen the look they gave me like, What are you telling your child? This is like in 2002. Okay, a long time ago. A long time ago. He was so cute. Yeah, my kids were funny. I know, I'm sure everybody's kids said silly things. I think the funniest, most embarrassing is my oldest kid, just because he's all mad and I shared that story. This is what the bone to pick I have with you, son. When you were 2 years old and we were walking through the superstore and you're like, that man really stinks really loud, that embarrassed me. Remember that time? Ah ha ha. Totally don't care. So you can't really see orange on here because it's not the orange I'm looking for, so it's kind of a useless orange to me. Can you see the orange at all? I don't think you can notice it. Anyone? Bueller? It's just because it's too close to the yellow. It's not the contrast. So tomorrow morning, I should be able to film another painting thing for the kids. I got messages back. Golden. Yes, it does look golden. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna leave that color alone because it's pissing me off. I was thinking about doing, I already did purple. I wanted to do red, but I don't have any more of that here. Um, but I do have some fun. Oh yeah, I was gonna do a little tiny tree here, like a little, and plus I wanted to put brown on my, because I'm gonna use it on the one right behind. Do you ever use the metallics? Oh yeah, I have. Where is it? One of the paintings that I did the pour painting in, the one that goes swiggly, I'll just show you right there, that one. I have metallics in this one right here. It's a pour painting. And then over top of it, I have epoxy resin. And because of what I mixed in the pour painting, some tips on pour painting. If you're going to put epoxy on top, don't mix lube in your paints to give it the effect, because the epoxy didn't stick very well. Ooh, no, it's for real. You can use lube and that helps separate. So my friend told me. Ha 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 ha. And I don't even care about we're wasting that much orange paint. I'm not gonna find a canvas to dump it on because it's just $50. Otherwise, I get kind of like, oh, gotta use every little drop. I'm using a really, yeah, save the lube for the other stuff whenever that happens. Right now, it's like we won't get into that during the show. You'd all feel sorry for me and send me some sort of weird pics. Actually, I'm just teasing. Uh, Funny story. We were talking about how things have changed in 2020. And I'm like, yeah, just, from 2014 to in 6 years, 2014 was probably 2014 rolling into 2015 was probably the height of dick pic season in my life. Like the height of dick pic season, 27 a month. It was like 27 dresses. Seriously, I'm not even joking. It was so ridiculous. So I went for a long spurt without getting one. And then last May or March, somebody sent me, this is after I was already awake. Somebody sent me another one on Facebook. And they're friends of another friend, of girlfriend of mine. I'm like, do you know this dude? She's like, no. not really. How do you know him? And I'm like, he just sent me a dick pic. And she's like, send it to me. So she sent it to him. She's like, I see you. Best ever. That's how you want to get rid of people. Yeah, no subway rides. Exactly. So funny. Yeah, hilarious. So that was the last one I personally received. So if you ever need help in that area, I can help you out. Look at this disgusting thing. I'll draw a little mustache on it. There was a girl who took a whole bunch of them that she would get from Instagram people like that, and she would edit them. And the one I laughed at the most was some guy put his wiener in a shoe. Oh, speaking of which, guess what? Sassy Spice and I got to witness today in public. So, speaking of wiener, there's a guy walking, a couple walking a wiener dog. And I'm like, "Aw, can I say the joke?" And he's like, "What joke?" And I'm like, "I can see her wiener." I pointed and said that really loud. And the woman was like, just, she's like, "Oh," it was really funny. How can you not do that to somebody who has a wiener dog? You got a wiener dog. That's not the most embarrassing thing I've ever done to people, but there was a young girl sitting behind. We were by the fire pit when this happened, and we had a nice little exchange with the guy putting the logs in the fire, and he was pretty funny. I'm like, "Would you rather smell campfire when you go home or your apartment?" Something cooking in his apartment. He's like, they had to think about it. Yeah, I don't know. She was stuffy. She was just kind of, it was funny. Yeah, it was funny. I laughed, I cried. I was still giggling about it when I got home. I like doing funny things like that. I've done that with many friends. So I'm going to draw a little tree that's growing here. Just a baby one, like the little sapling. There we go. I got to do some branches. And I'm making it a little bit lighter because it doesn't have all that old wrinkly bark on it. Yeah. Yeah, giggles are so, I don't know. I like making people laugh when I'm out. I just, especially if you're outside walking and OMG, we saw the cutest dog. I got to pet the dog and I didn't take a picture of it, but it was a Bernese Mountain Dog mixed with a, was a Swiss Mountain Dog, the shorter hair, but looks the same. Oh, he was like such a little, comes over, is 9 weeks old, wins the cutest dog of the year award. Okay, I'm not even, it was so fucking cute. I'm like, I started crying because I owned a, no, I didn't cry, but you know, my heart was just melting. Um, I owned a Bernese Mountain Dog in 2000. So it was just 3 Swiss Mountain Dog. That's what it is. Thank you. I knew you would help me. Thank you, Sassy Spice. It was so friggin' cute. So cute. It was amazing. I love stopping and petting dogs, but there's some dog owners that are real dicks. Okay, so those litter, the face mask things are the same dicks who litter with their dog shit. I swear to God, those are the same category of I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just gonna leave my dog shit wherever. Especially in winter, that shit melts. My least favorite time of year in Calgary is thaw. Yeah, thaw is my least favorite season in Calgary. Gross. Like all the assholes who never picked up dog shit all year round. Yeah, we took a picture of Gordy. That's what his name was, Gordy. We took a picture of this house that was $32 million. $32 million. Quite the. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm sure that person does something maybe nice for humanity, let's hope. But $32 million. Yeah. So there's my little tree. I'm gonna lighten up this one, not because I think it's sad or anything, but it does help give a little bit more depth if you put some more highlights in it. Like the Keebler elf, you're right. It does look like there's one gonna hop right out of here. Or Narnia, the Narnia where that what's that what do you call it? The fawn, where the fawn lives. That was one of my first books that I really loved as a kid. Probably because I wanted to escape into the forest and run away. Take me with you. Oh, I'm getting so excited for this story. Everything is happening. Just can you even believe that this is happening? Can you even believe that this is happening? Like, what a time to be alive, honestly. I'm so excited about that. I'm just waiting for a couple of texts from my kids eventually going, uh, what happened? Wouldn't that be just amazing, actually, if Turdo stepped down like everybody else? Oh, you call your patio Narnia? Oh, that'd be awesome. I wish I had a patio area, but I don't. That's if I ever move out of this apartment, it's going to be into an apartment with a patio. That's one thing I didn't like about it, but I wanted to live near my son for whatever was going to happen in the next year. So that's why moved in. That's why I lived in here. Oh, I know what I can do with this. There's a little bit of white in there. There. Okay, I was working on, I'm just going to put this aside. What do you guys think of that? I'll put little energy balls on that in a little bit. But I was working on this other painting. Man, where's shit when you need it the most? I'm surprised at how this one turned out because this was like, this is a 10-minute painting. I don't want to piss you off. So, but yeah, I made this in 10 minutes. And I was like, oh, that turned out better than I thought. So I was going to just add on to it. Oh, thank you. I wish you the best too. Okay, now I'm going to drink some tea. I'm just getting rid of some of these brown and white on my. And then what I'll do is I'll show you how easy it is to do this really quickly. I'm just using a brush that's like this because I didn't quite. And make sure you got lots of paint on the one side, like the edge that you're trying to make smoother edges too. And it's okay if you're using thicker paint and you leave some on there. It doesn't have to be flat, like stuck on the canvas. You can have some splooges on there. It's not going to kill it. Yeah. Pretty much did this with this brush, this bigger brush that I had. I went back and forth like this. I had black and brown on my brush. The trick is when you're doing mountains or stuff like this is have depth hidden in just places that look like little rocks. Like, so just to highlight it, and then you can build more rocks and stuff like that. I could add some to my palette, I guess. Now I have like game show shit in my head all day. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to cover this area with trees, happy little bushes. And just there. That dry for a little bit. All right. Just gonna leave this one because I'm gonna show you how to do this part really fast. And then I'll show you how to do the mountains really fast. Well, fast for some people, I guess. I'm just gonna put a new palette with some carefully placed white and some lovely blue. It's fluorescent blue, which is came out a little bit more than I wanted. But who cares? And for a little bit of fun and dynamics and depth, we're gonna put just the tiniest amount of purple, just a squidgen. Yes, painting is fun. I love painting. And because I wasn't doing anything spectacular but laying on my ass and watching, I don't know what even I was watching earlier. I don't know, it was probably like something like similar to Forensic Files or something. And thinking, these are all staged. These are all actors. These really happened. Some of these things, like, so which brush do I want? I'll do this brush here. I'm gonna get it wet. Hopefully it's not so hard because I didn't watch it. Oops. All right. Take your little palette, white, neon blue, or whatever, and purple. And I always take white first, and then put a little smooch of blue on the brush, just like that. And then I color. And I just add more highlights and see if you have like a blob where you need to cover it, like that hole. Easier if it's darker, kind of around there, and like even if you let the white get in there. And that's where it was wrecked before, right here. So it's not the best brush to have because it's kind of crunchy. Sometimes this is how you clean. That's not a Bob Ross thing, by the way. So I love doing this. And it helps too to get it moistened. Moisten your, I'm just going to put a little bit of purples up here because I want to make this one for a friend who enjoys the colors of purple and blues together in their skyline. So you just make some like swooshes around. And it's okay if you're not perfect again, because we're just doing happy little clouds. And this adds my light. And a little bit of blue. If you want to put 2 different colors of blue in there, I do that a lot of the time, but I don't know if I like this brush. It's not giving me my happy little cloud effects as much as I'd like. Yeah, well. Don't be afraid to put more blue on and more purple if you want to do more of a sunset. Like dusk. Right. I said moist. My face is moist right now. Hopefully I didn't drag paint all over my face. That would be funny. Moisten. There's some partying going on in my apartment tonight. It's really having a hoedown or something. I mixed blue and purple together. Going a little crazy. I felt bad. My apartment husband asked me to buy him a pack of smokes. Just not something that's just something. Even if I had the money, I'm not going to buy you a whole package of cigarettes. I want to go buy a pack of cigarettes and then hand them out. But like, I don't smoke. He knows I don't smoke. I don't think that's a habit I really want to put on somebody. Do you know what I mean? I felt kind of guilty. Instead, I'm like, do you want some spaghetti? Oh yeah, I was supposed to be doing this faster. Here I am bragging, but I need a different brush. That's my problem. This one has some black on it, so it'll freak out if it's not the right. Yeah, I got a different brush. I just tell kids when they're learning how to make clouds, just do a bunch of squiggles like this. Best brush either, whatever. Doesn't really matter what kind of clouds you like either. You like big billowy ones. Do those if you like the ones, the more streaky kind that we did the other last few, do those. But today I'm doing big puffy clouds. And I'll layer over top of these two with more depth. Seriously lazy, so lazy tonight. Did everybody else feel charged of energy yesterday and today? And then, but at the same time, you just want to sleep? What happens to you guys when you go through Schumann? Like when it gets jacked up, do you guys notice that, or am I the only one? I know I'm not the only one. Help me out here, kids. Oh, I like those colors. Oh, I love that. Actually, I really like this color that I got. Yeah, and I was talking to my friend in the UK about buying canvases, and I forgot you can't buy canvases at the dollar store in most places. You have to find them at the art store and shit, and that pissed me off actually when I was there. I was like, these things are so cheap. Why aren't they everywhere? Hyper, then crash. Oh yeah. Then can't sleep at night. Ditto. Ditto. Well, maybe you and Fred can entertain each other. I don't know. I've just been rolling around fighting with my blankets. They don't seem to mind too much. Just being an a-hole. Oh, I took a picture for Fred today and my other friend. I gotta show you because it's kind of a silly picture. All right. Look at those big balls, Fred. He's asleep in 30 seconds, no matter what day it is. Well, isn't he lucky? Yeah, I know. That was my ex-husband. Seriously, there was a whole routine that if I did not go to sleep before he did, there was pretty much zero chance I was falling asleep in that century because it was snoring. So at some point there was separate beds because I was like, this is bullshit. Sleep is sleep, man. And I was working a lot of night shifts at oh man, that's one thing. If I fall asleep at 8 o'clock at night, I wake up at 11 because of my body being used to night shift. Oh, you're going on graveyards. Okay. I used to work from 12 o'clock at night until 8 in the morning. It was one of the hardest shifts I ever did. And my girlfriends who are still doing that job, I applaud you. That was my least favorite shift to work because you're dragging people, dragging people out of their beds in a care home to put them in their wheelchair at breakfast. It's just like, can't they sleep in? This would me, I'd be like, leave me the fucking bed. Like 4:30 in the morning. I don't want to get up. Yeah, I just didn't like waking up people that early. But some people are used to it, I guess. That would not be me. Yeah. Ooh, I really like how swirly this is. This almost looks like unicorn clouds. You said blue and purple. Ouchie. Them are some big balls. Yeah, it was pretty funny. That was by the $32 million house. Like, whatevs. I don't know. Like, I think $32 million, like, where do you draw the line? 27. When there's some people were walking by, and I said, everybody stops and looks at this house. It's like right in the obvious place, right where everybody walks. So why wouldn't you? I took pictures of the back and stuff like that. And I said to these people, I'm like, we're all moving in there when COVID's over. Yeah, I go, they got an elevator. This man was out for his therapeutic walk. You could tell this elderly man. I think he thought it was, but it's got a nice view. I'll give it that much, but I don't think there's anything in the whole wide world worth 32 million bucks. Kind of like my view of the garbage can alley for the low price of. Yeah. Yay. Hi, Jojo. Hello, everybody. Okay. I'm gonna. Oh, and Sassy Spice, I have finished your picture, I think. I even did the edges of it, of the, um, oh, this is a really good paint, you guys. If you want to buy some beginner paints, at that aren't at the dollar store and you live in the city, Calgary, here in Calgary, go to Sunnyside Art Supplies, and because these are really good for the price. It's my first time using them. And this big tube is $7.50, but it's really, here's the difference in quality. Like that's the purple right there. See how it holds its shape? And there's the runny, blobby dollar store bullshit. So it's very nice paint. Yes. The housing industry should level out. What do you need that for, dude? Like, that's so 3D. I can see a lot of people. I don't even know if that energy is gonna last, you know. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Really interesting to me. I love this. Maybe this whole picture will be clouds. Who knows? I like all the different colors and levels that are coming out here. I'm going to do on one of my shows a picture for the kids, like my well, and you too, but it won't be a cussing, telling naughty jokes show. I'm going to do painting like my energy angel backdrop, you know, with the big wings and stuff. That's what I'm going to do one show. Well, it'll take a few shows to get through there. What are you digging this one? This is a good little backdrop. It looks like the back of a really happy kid's book. That a unicorn is going to come flying out of the clouds or something. Happy little unicorn clouds. You don't, I haven't washed my brush yet. I just keep dipping into other colors. So I've got to cover up that little thing right there. And put some dark color around it. I'm so daring with, I leave these like laying on my bed and I'm like, oh shit, there's some paint on my bed. Whoops. Sassy Spice has been here though. I love my apartment because a big night for me is, oh, I guess I should do some dishes now. I love living by myself. I really do. I thought about moving. I don't want to. I don't want to live with anybody else. I don't know, even in 5D, if I will live with anybody else. I might love you to death, but purple sets it off. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm going to just tone out this little bit of purple and blue here. I love mixing them even together on the palette with some white because it's sometimes it's just art in itself. Little clown. Blending right now. Some swooshes. I think I saw a sky like this that had quite a few. I might have taken a picture of it last week. It had quite a few purples and blues in it. And, my neighbor's doing something fun, banging around again. Whatever. Anyways, Diane's channel was on finishing long enough for me to tell them to. Oh yeah, okay. Housing industry just finished watching your last show. Ooh, yeah, awesome. Oh, thanks. This is not hard to do, Jojo. Go get some cheap paints and you can do it too. Seriously, it's just 3 different colors of, you just have to practice. That's all this is like, oh, I don't like that color there. I'm going to color paint over it. So this is just going to be my clouds painting, doing happy little clouds. Happy little clouds. Getting rid of this paint on the brush. I'm going to go back and use this purple on something when I'm off channel, so I'm not wasting it. Because I like to use all the colors. Yeah, I really love these paints. They're really nice and rich. Rich. Rich, rich, rich. I'm going to moisten it again. Oh, I haven't watched too much stuff today. I've been out walking and enjoying. It was so beautiful here today in the city. Well, fuck! What the hell? Dirty little brush. See, this is what happens if you have a accident. People are like, "What happens?" You just paint over it. Get some white. My other palette. There's a party going down in the neighborhood. Back alley, somebody's screaming. See, now there's no happy little accidents. You guys notice that very much? I'll probably fix this. Sucks. Oops, if it wasn't so dirty. It's a dirty brush. Dirty, dirty. Hello, foxes. How are you? So in there and do some swooshes. And I like putting the light right beside the dark because it highlights it a little bit more. And even if you want to use your finger, I one time did literally, I dipped my finger in a paint like this and did clouds like this. And just made happy little clouds everywhere with my fingers. Lowell, if you're watching, encourage your kids to do that too. At a whole entire, oh good, I'm glad you're good, yay. Okay, so on with these things. I don't want to use these anymore. And I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. I gotta put these somewhere where I'm not gonna knock the freaking stuff over. And here, my fingers are a little bit dirty, but that's okay. And put these away. Now, I did show you guys how to paint the edges of the canvases, and I did finish off a couple, but I left them over there, and I'll show you tomorrow. Made a canvas with feather swirls all over it. Yay! Turned out pretty. Use a tiny brush. Oh, that's awesome. Especially I see a face. Oh, you see a face? I do too, kind of. When I look at it here, I can see the face in it. Kind of looks like a skull. Does anybody else see that? It would be, there's the eyes, and there's the nose, and there's like a goatee. So, yeah, so all I do with the edges is I take a brush and I paint them this way. I'll work on this one after we're off. So, oh, you do see it? I'm gonna leave it there. One of my very first paintings that I painted, it was so weird. I did this kind of like that, a weird cloud painting. Yeah, finger painting is good for the blending. I agree, Lowell. I did this cloud painting and stuff, and I took a selfie in front of it, not realizing anything, and I posted it. And in the back, it was the strangest thing in the back, in the picture, like when you could see it like this, it had this like old wizard face, and like you could see everything super clear. Only when it was in the picture with me, it was like a old wizard was looking back at me. I didn't even realize that. So I'm gonna read some cards because I'm at my hour. Not that I care how long I'm on here for. So, but we're going to do a fun little card reading because it's Friday night and I can. 3 cards came out earlier. They were the Hawk, Truth, and the Swan. So what do we think we're at now? One just popped out. You live with 2 other humans and 6 cats. I wonder if animal control can find new homes for the 2 humans. Oh, your wish. That sounds amazing. Oh, there's 2 cards. So thank you. Hey, everybody needs to just relax. Let's see. Oh, you want to see the bee? Is that what you think it is, Carolyn? You're in Ontario and you're on lockdown? No, yeah. So lockdown. Exactly. Work notes needed when you're out after curfew. That's hilarious. The reason why they're doing that in Ontario and Quebec is for it is for your safety, particularly at this point, because even in our city for the last 2 weeks, it's been heavy, even 3 weeks, heavy duty traffic, air traffic, helicopters all night long. I think they're doing massive arrests. So I think it's going to be lifted soon. I think we're next week is going to be like a really interesting week. Monday is Martin Luther King Day. I will be recording a show that day. Tuesday is the 19th, which is National Popcorn Day. And I'm not supposed to eat popcorn, but I will be buying some popcorn. We will be having a popcorn show that day. So you want to get your popcorn ready for Tuesday. We're going to talk about all things popcorn. Okay, so the first card that looks busy is, ooh, we've never got this one. The King. Interesting. And the other one is Trust. Oh, I got goosebumps everywhere. So here we go. The King, man, authority, male, sexual energy, things pertaining to the law. Things pertaining to the law and justice. All right. The king appears to represent powers of justice, authority, the law, and male sexual energy. When the king appears on your path, it's time to put your house in order. Complete any unresolved legal issues and deal with the issues related to fairness. The king also lets you know that something significant is yours to experience and learn from. The king requires you to take inventory of anything left undone and do it. Pay bills, settle arguments, make amends, and act with authority, as these actions abolish weakness and restore power. You're also reminded that the king is regarded in highest esteem, and within his natural authority, he acts with intelligence and strategy. Think and analyze, and the king will bestow great gifts on you. There is another meaning when the king appears on your path. If you're inquiring about a man and your relationship to him, no, I'm not, but the king stands to represent him, which will bode well or not so well, depending on which other cards flank him. Pay attention, for this king reminds you to take affirmative action in your life. The other card with it is Trust. Okay? Do trust yourself. I just said that. Do you have issues with faith? Sounds like an infomercial. Do you have issues with faith? Do you have expectations of betrayal? Do you trust the mystery? Do you insist on mapping each tiny detail of your life in a chart? Believing yourself to be the center of the universe? I don't think I'm the center of the universe. This marker reminds you that trust is required to move forward on your path. Believe and trust in a higher power about having faith that the outcome will be what it should be, no matter what it is. It's timely for you to place your trust in the divine, in your angels, and in the knowledge that there is a divine plan for all. Yes. This marker also asks you to remember that humankind is imperfect, and even if you place your trust in another, there is potential for this trust to be broken. This means that you need to be discerning and not trust blindly. Be mindful of who and what you place your trust in. I think this is a really important message for a whole bunch of people. Is this person, thing, or situation worthy? In relationship between you and mystery, you and God, goddess, and you and the divine living planet, there is a sacred relationship where trust is never broken. Only you can break it by forgetting who you are, a spirit in temporary human form. Remember who you are. Freaking love those cards. They're beautiful. Who could be this? Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. Who could that be? Trump. Pertaining to the law and justice. That's what stood out for me. And it's 111111. Oopsie. Nice. Love it. Love, 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 love. King Trust. I love it. So do you guys like that? I loved it. That's a good note to leave on. So I'm going to go do some happy little cloud painting. I'm going to fix my doink there and my doinks over there. And I'm going to leave this happy little face right here. So I'll just I put my canvas here so I know not to paint over a face or something there. And I have been kind of like, I know, Lisa, I got to get a hold of you soon. And tomorrow I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to record it or how we're going to figure it out. But tomorrow at some point, I will be doing an interview either on his show or my show. We'll be having a discussion, Rice Crypto, and I'm trying to get him to come on here. So I got to figure out StreamYard. He's going to help me do that before we actually get on the show. And I've decided, like, I did hook up a Patreon, but that's been apparently infiltrated. So I haven't done anything with that. And yeah, so that's about that. So thank you for tuning in. 19 will be your new favorite number, right? Yeah, not 17, 19. So have a good night, everybody. And thank you guys for being you. I really do appreciate it. So whoever tuned in tonight for Friday paint night is you're particularly special. Put up with all my silly jokes. So just know that. Especially you, Fred, and those big shiny balls, sweaty balls. So light and love, everybody. Enjoy your sleep. I hope you get some and take some hot baths and yeah, take care of yourself. Good night.